God still lives in small town kitchens, where coffee stains the wood, where mama sings while supper burns, trying to make life good. Daddy bows his tired head before another meal, and old gospel songs from the radio help broken people heal. God still lives in small town kitchens, in ordinary nights, in tired hands and quiet prayers, in porch lights burning bright. Old Appalachian hymns still rise like smoke into the dark. God still lives in small town kitchens, inside broken hearts. Mama said forgiveness hurts more than coal mining work, because carrying pain too long only wounds the spirit worse. Daddy barely spoke his feelings, but every Sunday he sang like those old mountain harmonies, kept him from breaking. Now the town grows smaller yearly, the stores boarded one by one, but the old church keeps on glowing, like it waits for someone. God still lives in small town kitchens, where old folks softly pray, and every wandering soul alive still searching for a place. May they find a little heaven inside broken hearts. Mama said beyond these railroad tracks there's peace somewhere ahead, but Daddy spent his whole life working till his hands and spirit bled. The trains roll slow through midnight valleys, whistles full of pain, and every old revival hymn drifted through the rain. Somewhere beyond these railroad tracks there's a light that never Till then we sing these weary hymns. Through storms we can't outrun. Somewhere beyond these railroad tracks. Mama kept the Bible open beside the kitchen stove, singing soft old gospel songs to help the whole house cope. At church the coal miner sang louder than anybody else. Broken men know better how badly souls need help. Now half this town feels empty, boarded windows, rusted signs. But every time the choir rises, I still feel something alive. Somewhere beyond these railroad tracks, may the tired finally rest. And when my own road disappears, may those old hymns guide me west. Barefoot gospel child on the porch steps, listening to the rain. Daddy sang old-time hymns, trying to hide his pain. Mama hanging wet clothes slowly under cloudy skies, while freight trains roll through Appalachia like lonely souls passing by. Barefoot gospel child, still running through my mind, through the smoke and Tennessee rain, back to another time where broken people still believe love could help survive. Barefoot gospel child. Brother Levi played harmonica like a lonely evening train. Grandpa cried one Sunday morning, still sang through the pain. That's the thing about mountain people, they bend but rarely break. still carries those old tunes. Barefoot gospel child, still living deep inside. And every old mountain hill still helps me survive. Daddy came home Friday evenings, cold dust on his skin. Mama washed his tired work shirts like she could wash the pain from him. He'd sit beside the firelight, old guitar on his knee, singing love, grace, and mercy for mountain souls like me. These hands still smell like coal, still carry stories never told, still folded every Sunday night, praying for a little hope. Lord, if heaven hears poor men, please don't let my smell like coal. Mama cried when Uncle Ray died. Down inside the mines, still the choir rolls around her, soft as Tennessee pines. Nobody there was perfect, just trying to survive. And those old Appalachian hymns kept faith alive. Now the railroad barely runs here, half the town is gone. But when the cold wind hits the valley, I still hear Daddy's songs. These hands still smell like coal, even now when I'm alone. And every old revival melody still somehow leads me home. Mercy lives beside the railroad, down past Miller's Creek, in a leaning whitewashed chapel where tired mountain people meet. Cold dust on their worn-out jackets, mud upon their boots. Still they sing Appalachian hymns like they got nothing left to lose. Mercy lives beside the railroad, where the old church lantern glows, where every weary mountain heart still has somewhere to go. And every cracked old harmony carries more truth than gold. Mercy lives beside the railroad. Brother Thomas played old guitar after losing his young son. Still showed up every Sunday till the service ended done. Mama held my hand in silence, Daddy sang low and rough, like those mountain hymns were somehow keeping us enough. Now the station's nearly empty, most of the young folks moved away. Still those old revival melodies flowed softly through the rain. Mercy lives beside the railroad, still glowing through the dark, where old mountain souls keep singing with wounded, hopeful hearts. There was a winter in Kentucky, snow buried every road. Factories closed, the town went hungry. People lost their hope. But every night that little chapel still glowed through the storm. Pastor Reed kept coffee brewing, trying to keep folks warm. When the church door stayed open body froze alone. Oh, mountain hymns kept burning like fire against the cold, and every broken soul found shelter from the hurt life had spoken. When the church door stayed open, Brother Thomas played harmonica like a train lost in the rain. One man cried beside the altar for a daughter laid away. Nobody tried to fix him. They just sat there near. Sometimes love is only staying when grief appears. Now the chapel's nearly empty. Most of the young folks moved away, but I still hear those old-time hymns drifting through the rain. When the church door stayed open, hope survived the storm, and every trembling harmony still keeps my spirit warm. I've walked the hills and I've crossed the streams with the weight of the world and the weight of my dreams. But the sun starts to rise and the morning's so bright, bringing peace to my soul and grace to my sight. The road may be long, but I feel the call of a love so deep that will never fall. Through the trials I've faced, through the storm and the fight, I found my strength in the morning light. The wind in the trees, the earth beneath me tells me I'm stronger than I used to be. With every step I take, I feel the grace that guides me through life and fills my space. The mountains stand tall, but I've learned to climb one step at a time. I'll leave the past behind, for the light up ahead will make all things right. I'll find my way in the morning light. Grace in the morning, grace in the dawn. With every new step, I feel I belong. The love of the Father, the peace of the day, guides me on this and the path is clear, with the sound of your voice calling me near. Through the quiet and still, I feel the light, and I know I'm walking in the Savior's sight. With the clouds behind me, in the road ahead, I walk in faith where you've led. Through the trials of life, through the joy and the fight, I'll find my peace in the morning light. Grace in the morning, grace in the dawn. With every new step, I feel I belong. The love of the Father, the peace of the day, guides me on this road, lighting my way. Grace in the morning, grace so true, I find my strength, Lord, in you. Grace in the morning, you light my soul. With you beside me, I'm made whole. Oh, grace, sweet grace, you carry me through. I find my strength, Lord, in you.
Cold fog rolling through the mountains, morning soft and gray. Mama lit the kitchen lantern before the break of day. Daddy sat beside the window, old guitar worn thin, singing low of grace and mercy for broken-hearted men. Creek behind the cabin kept humming through the storms, like heaven speaking gently to weary souls alone. Every road through Appalachia carried scars and pain, but the old church bell still echoed through the wind and rain. Ashes by the riverbank wash away the hurt again. Oh, mountain hymns still rise beneath these Appalachian skies. Sing low through the darkest night till the Lord restores the light, and every weary soul can mend. By the riverbank, Brother Eli played harmonica like a distant morning train. Every trembling note he carried held years of hidden pain. Widows cried beside the altar, cold dust on their hands, still believing heaven listens to forgotten mountain lands. Preacher spoke of redemption like a fire still burning bright. Said grace still grows in valleys, even through the hardest night. Then the choir rose together, simple, rough and true, and every tired Appalachian heart felt peace come breaking through. Ashes by the riverbank wash away the hurt again. Old mountain hymns still rise eastern sky. Sing low through the darkest night, till the Lord restores the light, and every weary soul can mend by the river bend. Someday these roads may disappear and the church bells cease to ring, but the songs will keep on drifting through the pines eternally, like embers in the darkness, like prayers carried by the wind. Those old Appalachian hymns will live again. Ashes by the river bend guide the wandering heart again, where the mountain voices pray at the ending of the day, and the rivers keep on singing through the rain and through the wind. Oh, redemption still remains by the river bend.
Smoke rolled high above the hills. Daddy played old gospel hymns. Years ago I left this place, searching for amazing grace, but no road could calm my soul like these mountains I still know, and the river's steady song reminds me where I belong. There is heaven on the ridge, shining through the midnight mist, old-time hymns in harmony, floating on the mountain breeze. We may break and lose our way, still His love remains the same, and the river softly calls every wandering heart comes home. Brother Thomas lost his hope, couldn't bear his heavy load. Then one Easter Sunday morn, he walked slowly through the door. Choir voices filled the room, warmth cut through the winter gloom, and the tears fell from his eyes as the church sang through the night. There is heaven on the ridge, shining through the midnight mist, old-time hymns in harmony, floating on the mountain breeze. We may break and lose our way, Every wandering heart comes home. Stars above the valley glowed, harmonica crying low. Every prayer my mother prayed still echoes through these hills today. Every soul can finally find peace beyond the pines tonight. There is heaven on the ridge, shining through the midnight mist. Old time hymns and harmony floating on the mountain breeze. We may break and lose our way, still His love remains the same. And the river softly calls every wandering heart comes home.
Blue evening settling softly across the mountain fields. Daddy played old gospel songs that time refused to steal. Mama humming near the window, firelight in her eyes, while the cold wind crossed the valley under starry skies. Grandpa sat upon the porch swing, Bible on his knee, talking about old revivals and what faith used to mean. Said the Lord still walks these mountains, even through despair. Then the harmonica started crying through the midnight air. Heaven in the hollow pines, shining through these weary lives. Old mountain hymns still guide us through the dark and lonely night. And every tired soul can find a little peace in time. Heaven in the hollow pines. The church stood glowing warm and white, halfway down the road. Coal miners and widows gathered from out the cold. Brother Levi played piano, slow and soft and true, and the choir rose like morning sunlight breaking through. The preacher spoke of grace and mercy for the lost and weak, while the rivers kept on flowing past the mountain creek. And somehow every broken heart felt lighter than before, like heaven opened quietly through the old church doors. Heaven in the hollow pine, shining through these weary lands. Old mountain hymns still guide us through the dark and lonely nights. And every tired soul can find a little peace in time. Heaven in the hollow pine. Someday when my road grows quiet, lay me near the trees where the mountain wind keeps singing with the river breeze, and the old church bells still echo through the hills at night, like Appalachian angels calling toward the light. Heaven in the hollow pines, still glowing through the night, where redemption flows like rivers under pale moonlight. And every mountain soul still sings till the morning light arrives. Heaven in the hollow pines. Sun went down behind the pines, cold wind moving through the night. Mama's Bible by the chair, old porch creaking in the air. I chased distant city lights, empty roads and restless nights, but the mountain rain came down, calling my lost spirit home. Keep the lantern fire bright on the ridge tonight, tonight. Let the old hymn softly rise through the dark Appalachian skies. We may stumble, we may fall, still His grace can heal us all. And the mountain winds reply, child, your soul's alive. Brother Caleb lost his way somewhere down in Knoxville rain. Then one spring he came back home, tired from the roads alone. Old Miss Annie took his hand, said the Lord still understands. Then the choir began to sing, hope returning with the spring. Keep the lantern fire bright on the ridge tonight, tonight. Let the old hymn softly rise through the dark Appalachian skies. We may stumble, we may fall, still His grace can heal us all. And the mountain winds reply, child, your soul's alive. Stars lean low on cedar trees, cool wind drifting through the leaves. Every prayer my father prayed still lives in these hills today. Every broken soul can find peace beyond the pines tonight. Keep the lantern fire bright on the ridge tonight, tonight. Let the old hymn softly rise through the dark Appalachian skies. We may stumble, we may fall, still His grace can heal us all. And the mountain winds reply, child, your soul's alive.
I sit by the river, the water runs deep, a place where the weary come to sleep. The sound of the water, it soothes my soul, bringing peace, making me whole. The trees on the bank, they bow to the ground, where the spirit of love can always be found. of the evening air. I feel God's presence, so pure, so fair. By the river's flow, I find my peace, where the burdens of life are released. With every ripple, my heart finds grace. By the river's flow, in this holy place. The stars above, they sparkle and shine as the river hums an ancient rhyme. The moonlight dances on the water's face, guiding me to a sweeter place. Through the hills and the valleys, I'll make my way, for the river's call is where I'll stay. And with every step, I'll be drawn near to the love that wipes away my fear. By the river's flow, I find my peace, where the burdens of life are released. With every ripple, my heart finds grace. By the river's flow, in this holy place. Oh, let the water cleanse my soul, wash me clean and make me whole. In the river's flow, I'll always know that love and grace will forever grow. By the river's flow, I find my peace, where the burdens of life are released. With every ripple, my heart finds grace. By the river's flow, in this holy place. I've wandered down these old dirt roads, through the dust and rain, carrying heavy loads. The hills are high and the valleys low, but I know there's peace where the soft winds blow. The mountain streams have called my name through the years of heartache, through the pain. But deep inside, I've always known I'll find my rest beneath that old tree's dome. In the shade of the old pine tree, where the burden's light and my soul is free. I've walked the path, but now I see the peace I've searched for is here with me. The road's been long, the night's so dark, but I've kept walking,
guided by a spark. The stars above, they light my way, leading me home at the break of day. Through every storm and every fight, I found my strength in the morning light. The pine trees are waiting, tall and wide, to give me shelter on the other side. In the shade of the old pine tree, where the burden's light and my soul is free, I've walked the path, but now I see the peace I've searched for is here with me. And when I reach that sacred ground, I'll lay my burdens down, I'll rest and be found. The winds will whisper through the leaves, and I'll be at peace, with no more grief. The journey's end, but the light shines bright. In the shade of the pine, I'll find my light. No more wandering, no more strife, just rest in grace for the rest of my life. In the shade of the old pine tree, where the burdens are light and my soul is free. Oh, I've walked the path, but now I see the peace I've searched for is here with me. In the shade of the old pine tree, I'll find my home, I'll find my peace. No more roads to roam, no more fight. In the shade of the pine, I'll rest tonight.
Down in the valley where the cold winds sigh, I was born where the mountains lean into clouds like a worn-out dream, where the rivers hum low and slow, secrets only the lost ones know. Daddy's hands were rough with stone, Mama prayed when we felt alone. Every night by a flicker of flame, she'd whisper softly his holy name. And I walked those roads with a restless soul, carrying burdens I couldn't hold. But there's a river of morning light, washes the dark, makes the broken right, flows through valleys, climbs those hills, heals the heart that time can't still. Oh, I hear that call so clear, through the doubt and through the fear. There's a path through the longest night, in that river of morning light. I've seen storms tear homes apart, leave nothing but an aching heart. I've seen men lose faith and way, turn from grace and drift away. But I felt something deep inside, like a fire I could not hide. Through the ashes and the pain, there was hope calling my and I fell to my knees in the pouring rain. Cried for mercy, cried through the pain. There's a river of morning light, washes the dark, makes the broken right, flows through valleys, climbs those hills, heals the heart that time can't still. Oh, I hear that call so clear, through the doubt and through the fear. There's a path through the longest night, in that river of morning light. Oh, the mountains sing when the sun breaks through, every shadow fades in the sky so blue, and the chains I wore, they fall away when I lift my voice and I start to pray. Oh, I ain't alone on this winding road. There's 1,000 hearts carrying the same old load, and together we rise, together we stand, held by grace in His steady hand. Now I walk with a steady pace, feel His warmth in every place. In the whispering trees I hear a loving voice drawing near, and the river keeps rolling on through the night into the dawn. Every soul that's lost its way can be found in Him someday. There's a river of morning light, washes the dark, makes the broken right, flows through valleys, climbs those hills, heals the heart that time can't still. Oh, I hear that call so clear, through the doubt and through the fear. There's a path through the longest night, in that river of morning light. So I'll sing where the rivers run, till my days here are all but done, with a heart made strong and free, and His grace surrounding me. That river of morning light. I hear the wind through the old pine trees, whispering secrets carried on the breeze. The hollow calls so soft, so near, a song of hope for those who fear. I walked along an lonesome road, with the weight of my heart a heavy load. The world was dark and the night was long, but I could hear a distant song. Down in the hollow where the waters flow, found a peace that I didn't know. The voice of the past calling me in, a promise that I'd find the strength again. Through the valleys deep and the mountains high, I follow the echo of a lullaby. Every step was a prayer, every breath a plea, but the
the hollow song set my soul free. The shadows faded as the day began. I saw the light of a guiding hand. The voices of the lost now found, rising from the sacred ground. Oh, the echoes of the hollow call me home, through the valleys to where the river's flown, through the hills where the winds may roam. I'll find my peace, I'll find my home. The road is long, but my heart's been healed. Through the storm, His love revealed. And I won't walk this road alone, for the echoes of the hollow call me home. Now the hollow is silent, but the song remains, a melody that eases all my pains. The voices of the past still speak so clear, whispering love for those who hear. Through every trial, through every tear, I know the way, I have no fear. For the echoes of the hollow, soft and true, lead me back to the love that's always new. Oh, the echoes of the hollow call me home, through the valleys to where the river's flown, through the hills where the winds may roam. I'll find my peace, I'll find my home. The road is long, but my heart's been healed. Through the storm, His love revealed. And I won't walk this road alone, for the echoes of the hollow call me home. Oh, call me home, to the hollow where I belong. Through the dark, through the rain, I'll find peace again. The echoes of the hollow call me home.
Wander through the valley, beneath the mountain's peak, where the wind howls low and the earth begins to speak. I've walked with sorrow, I've walked with pain, but the mountain sky is calling me again. With the sun sinking low and the
stars shining bright, I'll keep moving forward through the stillness of night. For the mountain sky is where I'll be free, where the wind will carry my soul back to me. The river winds slow with a song so sweet, a melody that calls me, urging my feet. Through the shadows I've traveled, but the light's drawing near, and the mountain sky whispers, don't fear. In the quiet of the night, I hear the call of the mountain standing so proud and tall. Through the trials and the storms, I found my way, guided by the mountain's light. Into the day, beneath the mountain sky, I'll find my grace. Through the dark and the light, I'll find my place. With the earth below and the stars above, I'll walk the path of faith and love. From the valleys to the peaks, I'll be free. Beneath the mountain sky, you'll find me. Now the night is fading and the dawn is here, with the mountain sky shining so pure and clear. Through the valleys I've walked and the hills I've climbed, the mountain sky is where I found my time. With every step I feel the strength inside, and I know the mountain's light will be my guide. So I walk through the shadows and into the sun. Beneath the mountain sky, my journey's just begun. Beneath the mountain sky, I'll find my grace. Through the dark and the light, I'll find my place. With the earth below and the stars above, I'll walk the path of faith and love. From the valleys to the peaks, I'll be free. Beneath the mountain sky, you'll find me. Beneath the sky, beneath the sky, I'll always roam. I'll always roam. The mountains are my heart's my home. With every step, with every breath, I'll find my way from life to death. Through the fog and through the night, I see a beacon shining bright, a light that calls, a light that heals, a promise that the heart feels.
wander through this weary land with broken dreams and trembling hands. The road was long, the night was cold, and my heart felt weary and old. But in the distance through the rain, I saw a light that eased my pain. It called my name so soft, so true, saying, "Child, I'll carry you." Down by the river where the waters flow, I heard a voice that I didn't know. It whispered peace into my soul, and made the broken pieces whole. Through every valley, through every fight, I know I'll find that distant light. For in the darkness I have seen a light on the hill, so pure, so clean. Oh, a light on the hill shines so bright, guiding me through the darkest night. Through the valleys low and the rivers wide, I'll feel your love right by my side. The road is hard, but my heart is strong. With you I know where I belong, and I won't walk this world alone. For a light on the hill will lead me home. Now I stand where the light shines clear. No more shadows, no more fear. For every step brings me to peace, and I know the road will never cease. Through every storm, through every trial, I'll walk that road mile by mile, and with each step I'll find my way. For the light on the hill will guide my day. Oh, a light on the hill shines so bright, guiding me through the darkest night. Through the valleys low and the rivers wide, I'll feel your love right by my side. The road is hard, but my heart is strong. With you I know where I belong, and I won't walk this world alone. For a light on the hill will lead me home. Oh, take me home to the light that's always shone. Through the storm, through the rain, I'll find peace again. Light on the hill will lead me home. Light on the hill will lead me home.
I've walked these roads so worn and gray, through winds that howl and skies of clay. The shadows stretch, the night grows near, but in my heart there's no more fear. The mountain calls with a voice so deep, I feel its echo when I sleep. The creek runs wild, the path is long, but I hold on. Footsteps in the hollow lead me to the light. Through the storm and darkness, I'll find my way tonight. The river's calling softly, its song is sweet and true. I'll find my peace in the valley when I make it through. The woods are quiet, the leaves are still, but my heart beats strong with the Lord's goodwill. The stars above light up the night, and I'll keep walking till the morning light. The wind, it whispers through the trees, it carries prayers upon the breeze. With every step I feel His grace as I walk along this sacred place. Footsteps in the hollow lead me to the light. Through the storm and darkness, I'll find my way tonight. The river's calling softly, its song is sweet and true. I'll find my peace in the valley when I make it through. And when I reach the mountain's crest, I'll lay my burdens down to rest. The sun will rise, the skies will clear, and I'll be free from all my fear. Through every trial, through every tear, I know the Lord is always near. And in the hollow where shadows lie, I'll find my rest with my head held high. Footsteps in the hollow lead me to the light. Through the storm and darkness, I'll find my way tonight. The river's calling softly, its song is sweet and true. I'll find my peace in the valley when I make it through. So let the footsteps carry me where the river meets the sea. I'll walk this road, I'll walk it free, and rest in the hollow where I'll always be.